Have you ever wondered why, during wars, the price of oil and gas for your car shoots up faster than a rocket? Let's find out using stick figures, cookies, and maybe a little drama. First, let's remember, oil is everywhere. It's not just for cars and trucks. Oil helps make plastics, rubber duckies, even the roads we drive on. Oil is in your shampoo, your sneakers, and even some of the food packaging you use every day. So, when something big happens in the world, like a war, everyone gets nervous about oil. Imagine you and your friends share a giant cookie jar, but one day, someone starts a food fight and blocks the jar. Now, everyone's worried there won't be enough cookies to go around. Suddenly, even people who weren't that hungry want cookies, just in case they run out. That's what happens with oil during wars. If oil can't get from where it's made to where it's needed, there's less to go around. When there's less supply, but everyone still wants cookies, oil, the price goes up. It's like if the cookie jar is locked, but everyone is still craving cookies. The few cookies that are left become super valuable. Here's the twist. Many wars happen in places that make lots of oil, like the Middle East and Russia. If a war breaks out there, people worry, what if the oil gets stuck or the pipelines get blocked? Sometimes countries even threaten to close important routes, where a huge chunk of the world's oil sails through every day. One famous example is the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway where about 20% of the world's oil passes through. If anything happens there, it's like someone putting a giant padlock on the cookie jar. But wait, there's more. Even if the oil keeps flowing, just the fear that it might stop makes people want to buy oil now, before it runs out. It's like when you hear there might be a cookie shortage, so you grab as many as you can. This is called panic buying. People and companies start hoarding oil, filling up storage tanks, and even buying oil they don't need yet, just to be safe. This extra demand pushes prices even higher, even if nothing has actually happened yet. It's like if everyone in your neighborhood hears about the cookie crisis and rushes to the store to buy cookies, making the shelves empty even faster. This isn't just make-believe. In 1973, some countries stopped selling oil to others, and prices shot up from $3 to $12 a barrel. People had to wait in long lines at gas stations, and some places even ran out of gas. It was called the oil crisis, and it changed the way people thought about energy forever. When Iraq invaded Kuwait in 1991, prices spiked again, and in 2022, when Russia invaded Ukraine, oil prices jumped over $110 a barrel. Every time there's a big conflict in an oil-producing region, the world holds its breath and watches the price of oil. Why not just use something else? Well, most cars, planes, and factories run on oil. There aren't easy substitutes, so when oil is in trouble, everything else feels it too. Electric cars are becoming more popular, but most of the world still relies on oil for transportation and industry. Switching to something else takes time and a lot of money. Sometimes countries try to help by using their emergency oil stashes, but that only helps for a little while. Governments also try to calm things down by talking to each other, making deals, or even asking other countries to produce more oil. But these solutions can take weeks or months to work, and by then, prices might have already gone up. In the end, as long as wars make people worry about oil, prices can swing up and down like a roller coaster. It's not just about what's actually happening, but also about what people think might happen. That's why oil prices can change so quickly, even if the fighting is far away. So next time you see gas prices zoom up during a war, remember, it's all about supply, demand, and a world that runs on oil,